Gemini, what is up? I'm Katie. Welcome to the channel. This is your mid-July reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I didn't mention that, but all's welcome here, right? As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. All right, so I'm going to start this off with an overall message, like a message for the overall feel, where you be at, okay? What does Gemini need to know for mid-July? Okay. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I'm aligned in the moment. Okay, I feel like some of you need to be grounded, need to find more spiritual, energetic practices that help you feel more grounded and aligned. I feel like maybe things have been a little chaotic for a lot of you. And you're being reminded to like slow down, self-care, tend to those things that, you know, really feed your soul, okay? Now I want to see, I'm going to pull an animal card that represents you, your current energy, and then one that's your environment, okay? Okay, so you are owl spirit. Well, okay. This one I think is so interesting. This is a little conflicting. So owl spirit is you see clearly now. Porcupine is time for beginner's mind. Okay, it's making sense. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's been a little chaotic. You've been worried about something, a circumstance, an experience. And right now you are in this energy where you see clearly, like you see that this is occurring and that you want it to stop. And the way that you can kind of get through this worry, this anxiety, is to have a beginner's mind, to be able to look at this circumstance in a new way, maybe with like a fresh perspective, be able to see it from the other person's side if someone else is involved. But you're definitely, things are becoming more clear to you, okay? Also in your environment, I have koala, which is spirit has a plan. And I'm feeling like, again, because you're feeling out of alignment, your current energy is to really trust in this universal plan, this divine plan, right? Really trust in your spirit guides and your team back there, or your guardian angels, or God. Like, you're really being called to really hone in on your belief around that and realizing that there is a plan that is beyond your own. And I feel like when you're able to hone in on that and create that kind of environment, that is when the alignment is going to happen for you. Okay, let's get some more information for Gemini. Okay, let's see what is going to come out. I love it when they just fly out like that. I don't know why. It's just kind of fun. Okay, let's get a couple more. Okay. Gosh. Okay. I feel like all of this worry, whatever has happened to you that has created this anxiety and this worry, it has happened because you're being asked to get rid of the ego, which is hard because the ego serves a purpose, right? The ego is there to keep us safe, to help us feel protected and secure. But you're being asked right now to kind of, I was going to say blow it up is what came to me, but it felt a little violent. But to, you know, how this mirror is kind of like exploding and it's like vanishing. That is what you need to do right now temporarily to your ego. You need to start relying again on like this higher, whatever your higher belief system is. You're definitely being called to hone in on that, and really allow that to guide you and not be guided by your ego. So in other words, instead of trying to analyze everything and make sense of everything, sometimes we got to just go with our gut response. What is our gut saying? What is our heart saying? Like our full body yes. Like that's what you're being called to do, is to find those things that give you a full body yes. And then when the ego comes in and starts playing tricks on you, you shut that shit down. Okay? Temporarily, because again, ego serves a purpose. I'm also seeing that this, like, okay, so there are some obstacles ahead of you, or that you're currently finding yourself in, which I do feel like for a lot of you, that's where the worry is coming from. For some of you, it's financial worries, you know, the place that you live, maybe you've lost your job. There's definitely some things, like some big things that it's like, how on earth do I not let the ego come into play? Like if you've, you know, lost your home or being asked to move, or you've lost your job, your ego is screaming at you right now, right? Because it's trying to protect you. And again, I feel like that's something that you are struggling with right now, that you're being asked to overcome. How do you overcome it? Again, so we have resonating. We've got Well Song. It is creating... I don't know if this is going to resonate with y'all, but you need to create a safety bubble. Okay, that's what I got. This is not, you know, the safety that comes from like your home, your job security. This is safety that comes in the depths of your soul. This is the safety that comes when you hone in on those self-care practices like breath work, journaling, meditation, being out in nature, disconnecting from social media and technology, the way that you eat, the way that you treat your body, right? Right now, this card is asking you to really evaluate those things, because those are the things that you have control over. Losing your job, being asked to move. I think for a lot of you, you're feeling like you got the short end of the stick. Like this is really unfair. I'm feeling that, like it's unfair, and you want to just scream at someone like this is unfair, and it is. Take this for what it is. But I feel like you're going through this. You're going through this obstacle because you need to get out of this circle where you can't. I feel like you're being rained down all of these hardships, right? And you're trying to look up through this little tiny hole, but you can't really see much. It's because you need to create a different circle, a circle within yourself that feels safe and secure, okay? I know that seems, I hate saying far-fetched, but it seems unbelievable. But really, when you can create safety within yourself, other things just will fall into place, okay? I really should just look at the next card. Okay, so here's your next circle. When you're able to, again, bring in those practices that feed your soul, this is when the dots are going to connect, right? This is when you're going to have a physical security. This is when you're going to have emotional security. And because you have created habits and practices that allow for both of those to occur, you're building this pathway to greatness, to wholeness, to self-love and acceptance, which is such a beautiful thing. Oh, this reading feels very conflicting because, again, my heart goes out to you. It feels like you guys are really going through some stuff, but at the same time, like you're capable of getting through it and coming out on the other side stronger than you were before, okay? Which is super hopeful. You are also, once again, I feel like this is, again, going back to your environment, Spirit has a plan. You are being asked to remember that there's a divine plan for you. I feel like you've been this little guy that's like this mushroom guy that's going back in and then popping out and be like, hello world, here I am. But then, oh, nope, I don't feel safe, so I'm going back in. And you're being asked to like, not just pop your head out, but like jump out of the mushroom and be like, hey, I am here to live this life, and I'm going to remember that there is a divine plan for me. There is universal energy that is supporting me, okay? Which this is a huge leap of faith. But again, you got this card, so you're capable of doing it. And as you're going through this and you find yourself, you know, creating these columns, remember that you're here to learn. This is a teachable moment for you. So you have the option to sit in this card and say, this is too much for me, I can't handle it anymore. Or You can choose to be this card. Look at the difference, light and dark, right? Or you can choose this card where you're like, I'm going to see this as an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become a better person, a better version of myself, and to really have this human experience, which is what we all signed up for. I mean, this is such a beautiful card. I feel like this is your most, next to this one, I feel like this is your most hopeful card, okay? So I want to end this just by reading your overall message one more time. Instead of worrying about the future, I know all is well when I am aligned in the moment. Right as I said that, live in the present. That is your overall message, is to live in the present. Don't be thinking so much about what is going to come from the future. Like I just saw, if some of you need to move, what are you doing right now? Have you found a new place? Are you on, like, be in that and find a new place. Don't be thinking about the stress of like actually moving, right? One step at a time. What is it that you have control over in this very present moment? Just take that one step right there. Be present in the moment, okay? Oh, I just got the chills. Like that, that is like what you're being asked to do, is take one thing at a time until you can get through whatever this hardship is, okay? Please comment below. I want to know what you guys are going through. If you are moving, if it's a breakup, I love hearing from you. But just know that whatever this is, you are going to get through it. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and you have what you need to get through it. It's just your choice how you choose to do that, okay? Gemini, I love you so much. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe if you like these, and ring the little bell if you want to be notified of when I upload more videos, okay? Gemini, I love you. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.